like this whole place is TFC Manufacturing Inc. Somebody over there identified it as TFC Industries previously. But see, so the guys working over here, they say they can't hear the banging they heard when I first turned this on. But that's because they're working in there. But they do the banging over here where it's just like wide open to the neighborhood across the street. The owner doesn't care. Some of the other people there don't say they don't care about people living here or the noise they're making. I told him, like the freeway just down the street has like a sound wall, so they can't hear all that noise. But I don't care about doing that, apparently. One guy basically just said he just works there and makes money. He's not the owner, so I went and talked to the owner, and the owner doesn't really care either. So I'm just going to show you. They say they make airplane parts. That's what they say they're doing. They're making airplane parts. But apparently the way they make airplane parts is they just bang on them haphazardly. So, I mean, if you're flying with TFC Manufacturing Inc., it's like, I'm not sure they got spec sheets. They don't seem to be following any repeatable process. Other than just some dude banging on metal. So here, that's where they do it, on the back side of this place. Totally open to the neighborhood. You want to talk? Did you want to say something, sir? Hey, do you work with the guys that bang on the parts over there? They said, the guys over there say they're making airplane parts here. But they're just like, it sounds like they're just banging on it. Is that how you make airplane parts? You don't know? Dude, why don't you just go over there and listen to what your work sounds like? Yeah. It's like super simple. It's like you just walk over there and listen. So, they're like, who knows what the street address is here? Guy's coming without his mask on. Supposed to put it on before you come into contact with somebody. So here they got it labeled TFC Manufacturing Inc. But one of these people said it was TFC Industries. I forget which one. Might be on a previous recording. Here we go. The site is 2141 Bixby, Lakewood. But if you look them up online, yeah, see, they say that sound is making airplane parts apparently. Sure you want to fly on that plane? Little. Yeah, see, now on this side, this is where can you tell how much quieter it is over here now? It's like barely a sound. But the guys over here, and the lady, they won't even go listen to it. They don't care. They don't care to hear the sound that they're putting across the street. It's like you can't hear any of it over here. But they won't go over. This guy's blocking the sidewalk here. Hey, do you work with this company? Do you work with TFC? No, you don't? Hey, does this guy work here? This is like supposed to be the sidewalk here. Hey, you know these trucks are blocking the sidewalk here. So is there a reason you're blocking the sidewalk here? Is there a reason you're blocking the sidewalk here? You're blocking the sidewalk here.
Oh, I didn't know.
I can't understand what you're saying. Okay. You know whose truck this is? You can just like barely hear it tinging, but I'm not sure if that's from this place. But it's like the sound is, can't hear anything over here. This is one of the guys that, I think this is the guy that said nobody lives over there. Hey, you hear how much quieter it is over here? It's like so much quieter. As soon as you turn that corner, you can tell. It's like loud and then nice and peaceful. Sir, you don't care what your work sounds like? You know you're like double parked here in the street. Steve would rather flip me off than go listen to what noise that his company makes into the neighborhood. Like you might get injured if you even come up into this place. So yeah, check that out. If you're like in a wheelchair, you know, just go down the sidewalk. There's a truck in the TFC driveway blocking the sidewalk. Hello? Hey, is that your guys' red truck out there? Excuse me, is that your red truck? It's blocking the sidewalk. Like really badly. You pretty much have to go in the street to go around it. I don't care about the noise they put out. I don't care about blocking the sidewalks. I care about double parking. 10 things that require 0 talent. So you can't even get up this side. You basically have to go all the way around if you're in a wheelchair here. Just like push this thing out of the way. Hey, is this your truck?
Sure.
You say sure? You see it's blocking the sidewalk? If somebody came in a wheelchair here, they wouldn't be able to go. They'd have to go all the way back down there. and then drive out on the street. Do you work here though? You're just visiting? How come? Why are you visiting him? Hey, is this your truck? It's blocking the sidewalk here, you see? If somebody came on a wheelchair, they wouldn't be able to get by. They'd have to go all the way back down and go into the street. Is this your truck, sir?
No.
You see it's blocking the side. If somebody was in a wheelchair here, you see they couldn't get by.
Yeah,
They'd have to tip over into the street or go all the way back. You see this? Somebody came in a wheelchair here, they wouldn't be able to get by on the sidewalk. You know whose truck it is? Hey, you know whose truck this is?
Huh?
You know whose truck this is?
No, it's not mine.
You know whose it is?
Huh?
It's blocking the sidewalk.
Yeah, you're right.
If somebody came on a wheelchair, they couldn't get by. They'd have to fall into the street or go into the street and around.
You was guy. When I drove off, I feel like you.
It's like they're shutting down. Hey, thanks for shutting it down. It's like parked right next to the fire hydrant on the sidewalk. TFC Manufacturing. It's like they're emptying the whole place out right now. Like all bailing on this place. Hey, you should try standing on the sidewalk over there. Fix that. Another sidewalk is like dead ends into the street. It's like no crosswalk. If they come down here, where'd he go? Check that out, wheel. Look at this. You come down the sidewalk, right? He was just driving on the sidewalk. You see this guy? He's even worse than the red truck guy. Be like lunchtime or something.